today we're going to talk about this Jay-Z thing. Now, when this young lady first came forward, she said that she had been essayed by Sean Combs, and there was a female who was standing around watching. Then, and now it comes up, oh no, it was two people, and the female was watching, and the other person is Jay-Z. It just seems really interesting because I remember the first report, and of course I've been watching the Diddy thing kind of close, and Jay-Z was not named. Then all of a sudden I said, you know, it's interesting because so many people have come after Combs that his piggy bank is probably drying up, or they're no longer settling, or whatever the case may be, and so they now have to try to pull somebody else into the game. That's the way it looks to me. And you know, you're free to give your comment, but I don't know what he's guilty of or not guilty of, but I know this stinks like rotten fish on a hot summer's day, sitting on the sidewalk. Cannot describe stink any worse, right? This, and the dog pooped on it, right? This is the worst bullcrap I've ever seen. And so I said, well, yeah, they need to go after somebody now with deeper pockets. Now, I need you to keep in mind, this lawyer who's bringing this case now against Jay-Z, this is the one who set up the, if you want to sue Diddy hotline, call now, like dial now, 1-800, get money from Diddy hotline, right? And I'm not saying he's innocent, but I'm saying this guy clearly has an agenda that he wants to try to round up as many people as he could to try to get to come against Diddy so that he can fatten his pockets, all right? Now, here's what I love. I love that Jay-Z literally responded like right away. He didn't wait days. I'm sure his people probably said, don't say nothing, let it rest. He said, no. I'm going at this and I'm going at this. Now, it looked like to me like he had it ready. I mean, it was like, I think it was, they said like 35 minutes after it was announced, his response came, bam. And I want to read this response if you haven't heard it. But I just want to say this, Jay-Z went Brooklyn. You know, I tell people all the time, Puff ain't from, he ain't from the street, bro. He from Mount Vernon, right? Jay-Z from Brooklyn. Jay-Z said, I will respond Brooklyn. And here's what he said. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. Watch this. Well, what he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle, right? Which is what it's supposed to do. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud that you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file criminal complaints, not a civil one. Let's stop right here. He's saying, if you're accusing me of essaying a 13-year-old child, why are you coming after me for money? Take me to court and send me to jail. These are criminal charges, not civil. See, this is how you know somebody's a crook, right? He put it right there. Now, whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if this were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor, and you have neither honor nor dignity. My N-word. You want to try to come at a brother? Let me just tell you. Now, this part here. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife, now he could have said Beyonce because we know she is, but he took it right to the family place. My wife and I will have to sit down with our children one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such things at a young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand this inexplicable degree of malice meant to destroy families and the human spirit. My heart goes. Now, most people only read pieces of this when they do this live or they talk about this. This is so deep. I just want to just get it as much as it, if not all of it, in here. He goes on to say, my heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world who have to watch how their life is distressed in costume and profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the projects of Brooklyn. We don't play by these types of games. We have a very strict code and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists and fake psychics will believe this idiot claim that you have levied against me, that I, if not for seriousness surrounding the harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. Yo, that's the brother. He said, you want to do this? First of all, I got enough money to wreck your planet. I got enough to come at you. I just read the whole thing. I just want to toss this to my co-host for a minute. Tell me what you're taking from this. This is, yo, my dude. Like, he got my respect on this one.
There were a few things I heard, Mr. Brown, but what was said to me, like you said, if this was really, about getting justice for someone that was abused, in this case, it would have been done in the proper way. So that is making my antennas go up. And I also love that he says that he lives by a code, the street code. We don't play that. We don't deal with kids. It's just certain things we just don't do. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. And, as a man, as a father, as a husband, he has my respect.
Listen, I'm hearing you. What you got to say, Miss Nelly? You from Brooklyn?
I just love the fact that he was straightforward. He didn't hide. And usually when you don't have anything to hide, you can just come out and deal with the situation. So the fact that he just dealt with this straightforward like that, I was just like, wow, okay. So I kind of say, like, I believe what he's saying, and I hope he just stands with what he is saying and don't back down. He's definitely a powerful person, so he can actually just ride this whole thing out. He has the money to pay for the suits and the cases, so that's not going to be an issue. So I like the fact that
so did Diddy. But so did Diddy. But he folded because there was obviously something attached to it that stunk to the high heavens on him. So he had to fold. Jay-Z said, I'm not folding. And I'm not going to fold for some ambulance chaser in a cheap suit, just to put it that way. You want to see how this works? I'm going to show you how this works. Now, let me just say this. And I know this is not what we're supposed to be talking about tonight, but this is what we're talking about tonight. Here's the thing. He is now setting a precedent for a lot of entertainers and people in the industry, because they're going to go, you know what? Yeah, F this. You come at me, I got money, I'm not going to pay you off. I'm going to run you down. And I don't know if you noticed, he didn't say it in the letter, Jay-Z has found a suit against the lawyer now for attempted bribery or not embezzlement, extortion. Thank you. Yeah, because I'm suing somebody for that now. The name just didn't come up in my mind. Right? Let me tell you something. This is real. It's real when people try to come at you and say, well, you got money. And I want to say this to everybody and anybody listening online who thinks you want to be successful and wealthy one day. Be careful how quick you are to judge everybody successful and pull them down, because when you get there, they coming for you. Same exact way. It could be friends, family, relatives, neighbors. It doesn't make a difference. Once people perceive that you have wealth, people start looking for a way to try to get it from you. They start looking for a way to extort you. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Right or wrong, I love his response. That's the way I would came back. That's the hood in me was like, yeah. And any comments online? I would like to know. I would like to hear what people are saying about this, because this was a powerful season, and a lot of this has gone on for so long. So many people come under lawsuit and attack the moment they get famous. A lot of times, lawyers tell you have to put lawyers on standby, and they tell you to have a fund on the side just for these cases, these frivolous cases, just to make them go away. And it's cheaper for you to make it go away than to fight it. Well, Jay-Z got more money than this lawyer, I guarantee you that. And he got enough money to fight it, and he got enough powerful people behind him to fight this thing. So, and hopefully, if proven innocent, and I think he's innocent, sue this lawyer's pants off of him.